We're doing episode 1 of my Rangers career mode. You guys know that I support Rangers, so I'm gonna do a Rangers career. 1 billion. I wish we had £1 billion. I'm gonna give us an extra 10 mil, because in real life we have about 17 million or something. I always start career. I know I've done a Dortmund career mode, but like a Dortmund 2 career mode, but I didn't want to live stream that. But this is my first official career. It's gonna run every day. This might only be like a 1 or 2 season career mode, just because Rangers are good enough to already fucking win the league. Rangers. I think I've made this stadium as close to Ibrox as I could get.
A warm welcome to you all.
Ibrox is actually in the game, but it's called East Point Arena. Ooh. So do we want to come up against Burnley, Southampton, Newcastle and Leverkusen? The team Celtic couldn't beat Leverkusen. Ajax is Crystal Palace, PSV. How is that the most difficult one? I'll go with this one because it's the cheapest and it looks the most easiest. So this is our starting lineup for the game. McGregor, Barisic, Balogun and Goldson with Tav at the back. Kamara, Davis and Aribo with Kent, Morelos and Roof. I don't know how in career mode these formations are sent. This is a centre forward formation. There we go, I've made it a left forward and right forward, just because we use left and right forwards in real life. So then on the bench we've got Hagi, Sakala, Lundstrom, Wright, Simpson, Patterson and McLaughlin, with Arfield, Bassey, McCrory, who I'm gonna start over on the bench instead of McLaughlin because McLaughlin is old. Jack, Bakuna, Defoe, Barker, Obafor or Offabor, Kelly and Hilander. I'm gonna put Kelly on the bench because he usually comes on. I'm not gonna do it now. Hopefully McCrory will be old enough. Hopefully McCrory will be good enough to start over McGregor at some point. Because McGregor's like 39, so he's gonna start decreasing. He's only gonna be good enough for 1 season. I'm hoping to only do this career mode for 1 season anyway. Because after 1 season it gets boring because we're versing the same teams every time. I don't actually need to make any signings, but I probably still will make signings. Cedric Itten is on loan at Griffith Firth. I don't even know how to fucking say that team name. Defoe is retiring. His contract, he isn't retiring it says, but it says he's got 12 months left. That doesn't look anything like Morelos. I'm just gonna list everyone up because I usually do this anyway. Yanis Hagi's 22. He's either gonna start for me like, as a rotational player, hoping hopefully getting into the starting 11 before the season ends. Rangers we've literally got an old team. I don't know whether I want to send him out on loan or use him. We use him in real life, so I'm probably just gonna keep him. Right. I'm gonna loan out Offable, just because in real life he hasn't played that game for us yet, so it's because of a heart problem, so I'm just gonna pretend that he's went out on the loan in real life, though I know he hasn't. Nathan Patterson's gonna come on for the last 20 minutes. But I don't know why Gerrard can't fucking convert Tavernier to a right wing, then play Patterson at the back. Retiring at the end of the season. Let's see what our objective is. It's probably to win the league. So they want us to sign one player in the youth academy assigned to the defender position. That shouldn't be hard. Then sign at least 2 players younger than 20 with a potential greater than the average overall. Get a streak of 7 games with at least 1 goal scored in away matches. Replace 3 players for the team. Make 2 million for youth player sales in 2 seasons. You want us to win the Prem, win the Scottish Cup, and reach the quarter-final of the Europa League. If I can, I'm gonna try and do the treble. Win the Scottish Cup, win the league, and this might be a 2-season thing because we're in the Europa League right now, so we're probably gonna do it until I win the Champions League. First scout report. This guy scouted 8 players in Scotland. Carter Vickers is out on loan, but Conor McLennan might be a good shout. I'm gonna scout Conor McLennan. Alex Robertson. I'm gonna scout Lewis Nilsson. He's got 12 months left. I could possibly bring him in. I'm gonna scout Mickey Johnson. He's the only player from Celtic that I like. I think he should get away from Celtic so he can actually get some game time. I think Michael Johnson would fit our team perfectly. But here we go. So we've got Oliver Ayer. He's a very young goalkeeper. I don't know how to pronounce that, but this guy's terrible. This guy's terrible. But this is my youth academy talent. He's a 66 rated striker. Let's see if he can become a backup over Defoe. His physical's 91, strength 95. He's a very strong person. I'm gonna bring him into the main team. I might also bring this guy in and loan him out and then release him. There we go. I'm gonna convert Haji to a winger and convert Fashion to a left winger. So then I can take Scott Wright off the bench if I'm gonna do this. There we go, so I'm gonna convert them right now. Because Fashion Sakala usually comes on for Kent in like the last 20 minutes or so. So I'm gonna turn him into a left winger. $30 weeks, that's fine. And then turn Haji into a right winger. That takes 2 weeks. Wait, is he 5'5"? Oh, 4-star, 5-star. I thought I said it was 5-star skill moves. I'm like, fucking hell. Brandon Barker can go, because I doubt he'll get any game time in our squad this season. When Glenn Middleton comes back for St Johnson, I think we should actually start him, because he is only 21. He came through our youth academy, so I think when he comes back we should use him. Our first game in the league is against Livingston. I might go in the shortlist Josh Doig, just because he's a very young left back and he's good. So Josh Doig is on the shortlist. We'll get Barry Ferguson's son and Barry Ferguson's nephew, Kyle Ferguson. Kyle Ferguson. Did he start at our youth academy? No, Ballantyre and Clyde Football Club. Ballantyre, no Ballantyre. He moved to America. So Barry Ferguson's son is right here, and then Barry Ferguson's nephew. This guy right here. He's a midfielder the same as his uncle, but Barry Ferguson played as a left midfielder for us. His fucking son is a defender. His brother or his sister must have had Lewis Ferguson at the same time because they're the same age. So Barry Ferguson's wife must have got pregnant at the same time as his wife's, as Barry Ferguson's sister or brother, or his wife's sister or brother. Oh, these guys are Scottish, which means I'm not breaking any financial fair play rules for having no Scottish players in. Because Mickey Johnson could sit on the bench. He's literally the only person I'm bringing in from Celtic. just because I like Mickey Johnson, although he doesn't play that much. Just because I like Mickey Johnson doesn't mean I like Celtic. Who else do I want? I want to bring the old man back. I want to bring Barry Mackay back. Oh, Barry. Oh, it's spelt Barry wrong, that's why. Barry Mackay. I want to bring him back to Rangers. Barry Mackay and Andy Halliday. I don't even think Andy Halliday would get game time in the starting 11 anymore. He used to be in the starting 11 all the time, but I don't even think he'll get into the starting 11 anymore because we've got Joe Aribo, Davies and Kamara. But even if he doesn't, he could easily just sit on the bench. Loan him out. I could loan McCrory, but I want to use him over McLaughlin, so that means McLaughlin can go. Calvin Bassey will be useful for cup games. I could play Davidson in cup games, but I could play him over Jermaine Defoe. Fashion Sakala's getting turned to left, he's getting turned to right, which means Davidson could be a backup, because Defoe is old and slow, and Morelos will be our starter. And this guy's it for... That's Ryan Kent, no Davidson. And Davidson is like fucking 90 pace anyway. That is decent pace. He's 91, 95 strength. So he'll be able to bully people off the ball. Morelos is number 20. Are these the numbers in real life? I need to see. All Rangers players numbers. Apparently Andy Firth is still with our squad. Why the fuck is he not here then? So McGregor's are meant to be number 1. That's correct. McCrory number 28. McLaughlin number 33. Barisic 31. I think these are their real numbers. Bassey number 3. So Morelos is number 20 in real life. I'm bringing back some old faces, and then I'm bringing in some new faces. Lewis Ferguson has never played Wales, but he's been linked to us a few times. Same with Curtis Jones, because Gerrard is our manager now. Curtis Jones has also been linked to us. Like, who would ever have thought we would have got fucking Ryan Kent like 3 or 4 years ago? Ryan Kent was a nobody before he joined us, and now look what that. He's one of the best left wingers in the world. So if I can afford it, I'm gonna get Curtis Jones. I don't even know if he's got a realistic face in this game yet. Does he have a realistic face? Let's find out. Aye. His face is realistic. That makes the game a lot better. Signing players with realistic faces, although none of these other guys who have got realistic faces. "6'1", he could play CDM if I wanted him to. So right now I'm gonna go in and see if I can try and bring Curtis Jones over to Glasgow. So who can I sell? I don't want to sell anyone. But if I want to get him on the cheaper side, I'm gonna have to sell someone. Give him someone. "36", but he's a starter for us. Oh, what? Ryan Jack's staying here. Fuck it, I'll give him Arfield. Arfield plus like 5 mil. Hadji plus 1. $9 mil. There we go. I'll offer that, just because he sometimes starts for Liverpool, whereas he'll start permanently for us here. Nice have came in for Balogun. I'm rejecting that straight away. Jones has accepted. Welcome to the team. He's 73 rating. There we go. Rejecting that. I'm gonna fucking Tavernier retire at the club. How tall is this guy? 5'9". He can play centre back. Oh, that means I can loan out him and convert him to a centre back. Let's see if we can win. Oh. We only lost one now. Losing 1-0 is better than losing like 12-0. But transfer offers have come in for our starting 11 players. Bakuna, Spezia want him? Nope. Definitely no. Blocking that offer straight away. Blocking this. Tavin Barisic aren't going anywhere. Mets want Sakala. Um, Stade de Reims wants Sakala. No. I don't even know if I'm willing to let anyone go. I think I'm just gonna bring cunts in. Lundstrom. I'm happy to let Davis go just because he's old. I know he wouldn't leave in real life, but I'm happy to let him go just because of his age. Don't forget to use substitutes, mate, I fucking know. So I'm gonna have David's. So I'm gonna have this front three for the tournament. I'm gonna have Ryan, Jack, Jones, and Arfield playing. Calvin Bassey, Patterson. Let's see how well McCrory does. I'm gonna play these games just so I know I can win them. I'll have Hollander and Simpson at the back. I don't even know what difficulty it's on, but I'm gonna play the games. So Rangers versus Cagliari. Let's see how well we do. This is our lineup in cup games, apart from Ryan Jack. Apart from Ryan Jack and Davidson, and Jones, this is what it looks like for our cup game squad. We usually have team management. We usually have Stephen Kelly playing, or he's on the bench. John Lundstrom's gonna have a shot, and then I'm gonna put him on the bench, and I'm gonna play Stephen Kelly. Just because Ryan Jack's supposed to be out injured right now, so I'm trying to make it as realistic as possible. Goal disallowed, it's still 1-1. Here we go, it's time to get into the game against Cagliari.
Terrific weather, ideal playing conditions here in Amsterdam. The venue is the Johan Cruyff Arena.
We're at the Johan Cruyff Arena, but the fucking FIFA, the people who make FIFA don't know how to spell Cruyff correctly. Do what we do all the time, we pass it like that, and then we fuck up like we always do. What a save, McCrory. If he does well in this pre-season, he might either start in the first team or still play over McLaughlin. Oh, it's offside, fuck you. I'm gonna try my best to play it every game. Boom. Pass it over to. Oh, Hadji, you can't catch up, pal. You're meant to be fast. Oh, what was that, Sakala? You're supposed to be better than that. You're supposed to be a pacey left winger and you just fucked it like that, pal.
personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, Derek, when he's on form, when he's focused.
Oh, the crossbar is still reverberating.
Fashion hit the crossbar.
Cleared away.
Well, that was a bit unlucky, because you just get the feeling they need to make the most of one of these chances.
Can he put it away?
Oh,
And in at the second time.
stop with the fucking rebounds. I'll be back. I don't even know who that was who scored. I don't even know who the fuck they've got in their team. Match. I'm gonna go to performance and see who they've got in their team. So that was Parejo. So it was this wee guy here who scored. I think there's Balda Diao. I'll be back. I'm back. So let's start with our bench. So they've got Arresti, Simon Arresti, Godin, who they might bring on some point during this game. Alberto Grassi, I didn't know he joined them from Parma, but he's a decent player. No, so it wasn't Grassi who scored. Then they've got Pavalotti, who's still fucking playing for them. He's like 32 years old. Martin Caceres. Kevin Strootman and Farias. Then starting 11. João Pedro. Balda Diao. Gaston Piero. Dolbert, Zappa, Marin, Nahit Hernandez. If I can afford him, I might bring him into Rangers because he's still young. Carbone, Alte, Kepatelli, and Cragno. Cragno's a decent goalie. We need to get Fashion on the ball because he's very quick. Calvin Bassey. Passing it over to Fashion Sakala, who's very quick, as you could probably tell. I don't know why, but we always seem to fucking do this, and I'm trying to make it realistic, so I'm just gonna pass away with passing rule life. We go like this and then just keep passing.
And back with Kelly now.
Even when we're on the attack, we just keep passing.
That's how to do it inside your own penalty area. Useful looking ball. Well, time
Get
was
off the
challenged
ball.
magnificently. So after that, a goal kick it'll be.
Goal kick for us. Pass it right to Simpson, to Barcy. That was meant to go to right wing, no the midfield.
It should be.
Oh, McCrory.
In this game, no word for the
You know what? I'm gonna play the fucking league games. The league games are probably gonna be a lot better. Jump to result. Lundstrom scored in the fucking 81st minute. No, the 88th minute. We lost 2-1. Even if we beat Ajax, we're still not going through. There's a lot of final scout reports coming in, which means I can buy more players. I'm predicting both Barry Maguire. Who the fuck's Barry Maguire? Oh, is that we centre back for you? Motherwell I might bring in. I'm predicting Halliday and Barry Mackay to be at 60 something. He's 66. If I bring this guy in, I can loan him out. What I might actually do. Bring him in and loan him out. There's 350,000. Same with him. I'll bring him in and loan him out as well. Andy Halliday's 64 rated. Andrew Halliday grew up being a Rangers fan, so I'm gonna bring him back. I'm willing to let Stephen Kelly go back out on loan when he comes in. Barry Mackay to come back to Rangers as well. Is David Templeton still in the game? Let's find out. I want to bring some of the old Rangers players back, like David Templeton, Nicky Clark. I know Nicky Clark might never come back, but I want to bring some of the old players back, like the ex-players. I know Nicky Clark, Wasn't he very good when he played Wales, but at least he got some game time for us. He didn't like play a lot of games because at that point Kenny Miller and Boyd were playing games, but at least he got some games. David Templeton. Who's this? I think David Templeton retired. Templeman. I'm gonna type in David. Like the last team David Templeton played for was... I'm gonna check through every Scottish team. Oh, David Bates, I could bring him back. How the fuck have Aberdeen managed to afford this guy? I'm gonna see, is he at Aberdeen in real life? How the fuck have they managed to afford him? Dragovic. He isn't at Aberdeen in real life, he's at fucking Red Star Belgrade, but they're not in the game. So, he's actually gonna do well for Aberdeen because he isn't meant to even be playing for them. David Bates could come back. And I could turn him into the player he was supposed to be. Emmanuel Thomas. Declan Gallagher is decent for he's decent for the Scotland team. Matty Longstaff. Ross McCrory. Bringing him back. I want to reunite the McCrory brothers. I know this guy doesn't play with Celtic. How the fuck do I spell this? There we go. He's 29. I remember when he was like fucking like 9 years ago when he was 20. So he plays for Celtic. He's a decent centre back. I need to try and injure this guy when it's the Old Firm. I need to try and snap him so he's out for like 2 months. Liam Shaw, Liam Scales. Charlie Adam used to play with us. Jason Cumdog Cummins. Mr. Gambling Problems. Alex Jakubiak. This guy used to play with Man City. Fucking hell, Paul McGowan. Paul McMullen. Killian Sheridan. Jack Wilkie. Dundee United, they've got better players than Dundee FC. I'm gonna shortlist this guy, he's a decent player. I don't know why Rangers haven't been linked with him before, he's fucking brilliant. Trevor Carson, Callum Butcher, Logan Chalmers, Nicky Clark, Declan Glass, who looks like he's 12 years old. Mark McNulty, Charlie Mulgrew, the wee Catholic. Mark Reynolds, isn't he related to Ryan Reynolds? Big Benji Segrest, ex-West Ham goalkeeper. Hearts, Benny Bagimbi, oh he's decent. Craig Gordon, Craig Hawkett's still here, Peter Haring's still here. He's been here for a good like fucking 5 years now. How is Peter Haring not declared as Scotland nationalship yet? Because he's been here that long that he could be a fucking Scottish player. He joined Hearts in 2018, this is 2021. He's been with him for 4 years. And you have to be in a country for like 4 years to declare citizenship, so if he wanted to he could become Scottish. Cammy Logan, Gary Mackay-Stevens, Barry Mackay, the wee guy I want to go, the wee guy I'm getting. He's only 26, I thought he was older than that. He looks older than 26. I might bring him in and loan him out or start him in cup games. Finlay Pollock, Taylor Moore, Michael Smith, one of the Sutter brothers. Oh, Ben Woodburn. Ben Woodburn back out on loan in Scotland. Scott Allen, Martin Boyle. I can see how this team hasn't lost a game, because Matt Macy's a decent goalie. Jamie Murphy, he's on a permanent to them now. Darren McGregor used to play with us for like half a season. Kevin Nesbitt and Ryan Porteous have both been linked with a move to us, so I'm gonna shortlist them. I don't even think I'm gonna bring them in. These two players are decent talents and they're both on loan at Hibs, which is good for them. Livingston, let's see if we can snap anyone up for the team we're playing against. Nicky Devlin, James Forrest, wee brother. Gary Maley's still in the game. Andrew Shinney. Sibold might be a decent player to nick, to rob for them. I'm gonna end this here, guys. Episode 2 will be out tomorrow.